Invite if you want. Add you if you want. Elite Predator Interceptor's gone live. Steve's going live. Yeah, so if you want to go over to there, you can by all means do that. Right, okay then. Yeah, what have we learned from this live this thanks? I mean, his story was already full of contradictions anyway. He's contradicted himself all the way through it. The phone call to Leicester, please. No. No. Now, he's said that he's sold one of his devices, right? Now, if, and I mean, and we've also got the name of who he sold it to, right? So, I did warn the police that they would try and jettison equipment. But that doesn't mean that they can't get the phone back, because it's a phone that he's been using at the time of the allegation, and whoever's got it have it seized, you see, because it's a continuation, or it's a part of this complaint that I'm on to, right? So we're good with that, okay? So I ain't too worried about him doing that. But if he does it again and again and he gets rid of all these devices, don't worry, there's still another. Yeah, we've got it all anyway, all right? So it doesn't matter. We've got a lot of it. And there's things, you know what I mean? Other things that have got him anyway. So I'm not particularly concerned about that so much. It's just the poor bugger that he sold it to may have the phone taken back off of them, because obviously he'd have sold the one with the most incriminating evidence on it. Now, this is the other thing, and this is why I think the police are bloody useless. I warned them about him jettisoning these phones and things like that. So therefore, it's happened, and it's happened with this one particular device. He's still got 4 in there, so that don't matter. Hello, Neve. Oh no, I mean, no, it's not. No, we're only 3 minutes 35 in, Joe. So, hello, Deb. How you doing, my darling? Tony, how you doing, mate? Good hunter there. Yeah. What we need to do, well, obviously, this complaint is ratcheting up, and it is ratcheting up, and I know it's ratcheting up, and he's got rid of this one phone. Now, the phone he would have got rid of is the one with the most incriminating evidence on. Now, I told the police you'd do that. Oh, but investigate you for... And this is what I mean. Alright. Hi, Pete. He's a hero of mine, this man. Yeah. Christ, I've had about 8 weeks of this. Yeah, and it's almost broke me. This man has had 2.5 years of this shit. And off of 2 short planks too. So he sold his device. Yeah, now obviously he isn't under investigation, so therefore he hasn't really broken any laws. But given the circumstances in which we find ourselves in, and given the fact that they will take his devices at one point, I'm absolutely sure of it. He's probably jettisoned that because it's got the most incriminating stuff on it. But we know the name of the person he sold it to, so everything's screen recorded. So Yeah, it's an attempt to ferry away evidence, but obviously he isn't legally hiding that evidence because he's not under investigation yet, so he hasn't actually broken any laws. I'd like to make that clear, all right, before we go on. Although, given the circumstances in which he finds himself in, he would have got rid of his most incriminating phone in that transaction. So don't worry, that will get recovered. And even if it doesn't get recovered, then there's other ways of doing it, okay? Because we've got it, okay? So you just take a look at the IP address. Yeah, you know where I'm coming from. No. I'm surprised the man can wipe his own arse. I really am. You know, you saved the spuds. Well done, Laura. Well done, my darling. So, the acts of a guilty man. Alright? Didn't hear from him. He's reappeared now on a live with Jimmy Savile. 2 short planks and Jimmy Savile. You know, he's probably gone up there again, wrote her a letter again. Hi Jimmy, could you fix it for me to abuse child abuse victims and rape victims and things like that? And he goes, my oh my oh my, what do we have here then? That's Jimmy Savile. Now then, yeah? How's about that then, yeah? Sick fucker. Right? So that's what he's done. So he's been quiet for so long because he knows he's in shit. Also, I'd like to sort of like say another thing. He's had a... well, no, I'm not going to say anything about that, actually. Yeah. Let's put a dome on that. Shut up, Sanchez. Right? You... Right? Yeah, there's certain things I cannot say at the moment. So keep it up here for thinking, down there for dancing, right? So it doesn't matter because that device is still retrievable. All right. And even if it wasn't retrievable, then it's still traceable. So as providing it's traceable, and as long as we know that this unit was there and now it ain't, there are many different ways and means of getting to know where that unit is at the moment, and we obviously know who's got it at the moment. Again, I'm not going to go and divulge that nonsense, all right, because yeah. So I mean, even although he hasn't broken the law by selling it because he's not under investigation, it is a deliberate attempt to hide what he's been up to. Okay? I mean, those 2 brain cells of his, yeah, I mean, he's only got 2 because the other one got lonely, right? I mean, he wouldn't be able to operate with that second one. I mean, that's the one that helps him wipe his arse, and puts his shoes on and socks on, that's what the other brain cell's in there for, and to breathe. So it's okay because that device is, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's hankered up and it's okay, because we've got details on that as well. All right, because that's how deep we go when we do this nonsense. I can't. I ask for help. So I haven't got the computer, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, up in the up in forensics, they can do all of that. Like they said, mine's going through forensics right now. It is fine. Well, it ain't fine, but yeah, go on. I'm done bugger all wrong. You know, I've got one video there of me having sex with my ex-girlfriend. It's like memory. Anyway, right. Apart from that, yeah, and apart from the recording that I've made of that pervert up in Tewkesbury, because, like I said, just in case the police turned around to me and said the dog ate my homework, or give me an excuse, we lost your footage. It's like, yeah, have you? It's like, nah. Okay, so that's, yeah, those two things are on my phone. They're the only two sexual things, yeah, as far as videos are concerned. Or what would, well, I mean, they're not indecent, well, it would be if I broadcast it, yeah, especially my video, yeah, so I'm good in bed. Anyway, apparently. Pete, you've been out of practice for 6 months, but heyo, we'll just let that ride, shall we? 6 months? 8 months? Shit, has it been that long? Yes, it has. Mind you, before that it was 18 months, and then before that it was 9 years. So we're good. We're good. Although, sorry, 8 years. 8 years? 8 years. Yeah, that's right. 8 years. So, this idiot doesn't even have the comprehension that it's traceable anyway. So I ain't too worried about that. His story was full of holes and contradictions, and that's fine too, because he's always contradicting himself. So that's also another thing. Hello, Shaz. I'm out of sync. Yeah, don't I know it? Have you have you have you been? You haven't been through my last fortnight, have you? No wonder I'm out of sync. It's probably the network, actually. It's on GIFGAF. And I never thought I'd ever be on GIFGAF. Well, not as I'm on contract anyway, but here I am, hardly killing it. Especially if it's, all that. So, I mean, Two Short Planks doesn't realise that if he gets rid of a phone, right, it doesn't necessarily mean he's got rid of the evidence. Because when we screen record and do all of that lot, off of that, there's a whole lot of information that's tied to that, which will link him to it anyway. But that's why we need to get, that other phone back, and that's why that other phone needs to be examined. So whoever he sold it to is going to be quite annoyed when the coppers turn around and grab it back off of them, whoever they are, male, female, I can't remember now. I've been told. It's all been screen recorded, and he mentioned the person. So, yeah. I haven't listened to it, but, yeah. I can't listen to him because he bores me to tears. I mean, I'd rather, like, yeah, go outside and measure each individual blade of grass in my back garden than to listen to that bastard. I really would. Okay. Good value, isn't it? I will give it that. It's good value, but I suppose I'm right on the edge of the city, and then sometimes it drops out for about 10 minutes. It's like, what? There's only a bloody mast down there. Never mind. Uh, You know, he's like the dog that shit on the carpet, right? And it's the only dog in the house. And you ask the dog, who's done that then? Yeah, and the dog turns around to you and says, no, you did that. Yeah? That's what he is. He's like the dog that shit on the carpet, and you'll ask the dog, who's done that? And the dog go, it wasn't me, boss. Like I've got a carpet, like he ever shits in the house anyway. Or in the garden, for that fact. Why don't he shit in my garden? Why doesn't he shit in the house? Because I take him out 3 times a day, that's why. He needs a brush in a minute, actually. Because all of this is fluffing out, and it should be out by... Most of it should be out by mid-June. Because it's now really coming out of him. I don't know whether you saw the picture that I took of the ball of fluff there. I've left it out there for the birds to pick up and nest with. Just in case well, most of them have mated and laid eggs and they've hatched now, but you never know. They might need it. So it's there. Yeah, I mean, you know, this bloke is invaluably stupid. I mean, he could get a job, right, as a case study into stupidity into a psychology department or a sociology department at a university, and you could put that fucker in one of those control rooms and give him a Tonka toy and a tablet and yeah, all that lot, and you know, have the scientists, you know, all the trainee scientists observe, yeah, what the Ashley is like in a controlled environment. Couldn't he? Couldn't we? We could do that. We could do that. He won't go into the bath either, you know. I was considering putting him through the car wash. No, I wasn't. I wasn't, alright? I was only joking. That was a joke. Before you even start going, oh no, he's going to put him through a car wash. I mean, you know, these wets would actually report that. Fucking Jesus Christ. Or blast him with a, what is it? Yeah, one of those power hoses. Oh no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't never put him... You know, he'll be in the car if he ever goes through a car wash with me. At the car wash, at the car wash, yeah, da-na, 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 na, on the car wash, at the car wash, yeah. Hey. Right. Yeah, so I keep him brushed to stop him from smelling, but he does smell a bit doggy. Because he is a doggy, and he's a doggy dog. So, I think we're going to be all right there, you know. Aren't you? You are one of those. It hasn't rained today, even although it said it had a high possibility of doing that. Which is okay. That's good. Yeah, so, you know what I do know, what I was about to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you, was quite funny, and I ain't going to tell you, yeah, but all I'm going to tell you, yeah, he's a coward. Nothing more, nothing less than a coward. If I showed up, I'm not going to, but if I showed up on his door, he would shit himself. Even although he's got 5 inches to height on me and about 5 stone. He'd still run. You know, the guy that ordered the Hitman on Peter Greenall. You know, for £250, no less. Wow. What a king's ransom, eh? £250. Ooh, what do you say? Ooh. Yeah. Don't know, up he comes. Go on, up he comes. Good lad. Yeah, go on. Have a lie down on the... Oh, baby. You alright? You good boy? Are you? Hey. You good puppy? Shall we get you some din-dins in a minute? Shall we? And after din-dins we go out for another walkies, won't we? Hey? Hey? Go for another walkies after din-dins? Hey? Daddy will get off of Facebook and we'll go out for our normal hours cuddle, isn't it? Where you get your tummy rubbed and I pick bits of fluff I can out of you. But yes. Oh. Go on and roll down. Yeah, that's it. Good boy. Just sit there. Just sit there right next to him. Look at that. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good lad. Aren't you? Hey? Have you just disconnected my charger? Yeah, it's alright. We've got 75%, lad, so we're alright here. You know, I mean, you know, I don't know whether many of you are familiar with Monty Python, but they got this one sketch, right, called Upper Class Twit of the Year, right? But he wouldn't be in middle class Twit of the Year, he'd be in lower class Twit of the Year. Yeah, or even in lower class, you know, so like subvertive class Twit of the Year. Yes. You know, isn't it? Eh? You're kissy. He's a kissy boy. He's a kissy boy. Isn't he a kissy boy? Is he? Eh? Yeah, so, you know, I mean, here's a bloke that's been picking on women and children for the last 2.5 years, and he's got away with it. Yeah, he ain't going to get away with it for too much longer. Trust me on that. Because of my happy news yesterday. Happiness. This is only my 4th, incidentally. Don't think I'm drunk. Oh yeah, look at him, he's going on, he's drunk again. Bunch of idiots. You know, that's just over 2 pints I've had so far of 4% alcohol. And considering I can knock back a full bottle of vodka and still walk, then we're okay, we're all good. That's a litre at 40%, isn't it? That's when Dad's in lunatic mode and self-destruct mode, isn't it? I'm surprised I didn't buy any today, actually. There we go. You know, it doesn't mean because you've got rid of something, it doesn't mean it's not still there, you know? How the fuck did you guess my grandmother's fucking... my grandmother's surname. But not my... my mother's name, my grandmother's surname, and go deliver the milk, which is a direct it's a direct reference of when I used to get dragged out to deliver milk at 7 years of age by my stepfather. I used to get dragged out by bed at my feet about 2 o'clock in the morning and slapped about. But there we go. This is what they do. This is how sick they are. I think that was that must have been a wild guess, or she's real. You know. And that's not the way you spell Rosanna either. That's my mother's name. Yes, that's a direct reference to my child abuse, actually. That's how, you know, delivering that milk, 2 o'clock in the morning every morning, took me from a grade A student to somebody who didn't have well, 2 Fs, an E and a D when I left school. But then I decided that, you know, my qualifications wouldn't make a difference. I'd go to work and I'd sell. And that was my prima facet. As, you know, when I got 23 I was when I got my first real sales job, the canvassing job. So yeah. Oh, they are doing a little bit of research on me. That's fine. That's fine. It's just funny that they come up, that was the name that come up. How did you know that, you know, my grandmother was Lannan, Dumfriesshire? I'm trying to leave the windows open to let the bees out. Are you the best baby boy in the world? Are you? So you know, these are the lengths that they'll go to, yeah, to try and abuse people. You know, I mean, it don't really bother me. I hate my mother, and you know, if I ever saw her again, she'd die. It's that simple. If I ever saw my stepbrother again, he'd have the same treatment. If I saw my brother again, he'd get it. I don't mean figuratively with those. I mean actually with those. I'd actually kill them. You know, I thought I'd carve myself out a career. I thought it was alright. And my hero, my father, died and he didn't know anything about my abuse. Yeah? And that's when it hit me. That's when I started getting the flashbacks. That's where I started getting the nightmares. Because I was so driven in my career. And I suppose I'd go on holiday to escape my reality. I'd do it so often that, you know, to party, do mind-bending drugs, have a laugh, yeah, run around going, yeah, when I was younger. Then, yeah, I'm not like that anymore though. Not like that anymore. So that's, you know, A, I haven't got the money to go globe trotting, and B, yeah, you know, with this condition, I don't think too many mind-bending drugs is a really good idea. You know, every once in a while, and I'm going to admit that. I will. Ecstasy, sort of like, yeah, that makes my anxiety disappear and I'm alright. I can go out. I can go to the pub. And I can, you know, and go out for a complete and utter night out until, 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, get on the bus, go home, read the paper, listen to some music and do all of that. So, that's a good bit of research though. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with that. More than shocked. But that's the links that they go to over here. How are you doing, Steve? All right, mate? I can notice that you're here. I hope you're well. I hope California's sunny. But isn't California always sunny? I think it might be. Yeah, so this is the pit and where they'll go to abuse people. They're using my abuse, but they're trying to use it against me. So, I'm placated with the fact that, well, I'm not placated because I get flashbacks, but I'm placated with the fact of what happened. And in fact, if it wasn't for me delivering that milk and collecting the milk money on every Friday and Saturday, I was working a 6-day week at 7. Yeah. Got fuck all for it. And then that went on. And when I was 13, I was selling scratch cards, even although that was against the Lotteries Act. Yeah. See, I know the law. For 25 pence each. And I'd get 25% commission. So every pound I made 25 pence. So I'd go out, I'd do my round 3 times a week. I'd do it on Monday, a Wednesday and a Saturday. Because people are in a good, Monday, yeah, to come up and see what they won on the Saturday, and the Wednesday to see what they won on the Monday, and on the Saturday, because they're in a good mood, that's where I'd make my money. That's where more people are in, And I was earning £30 a week. And we're talking back in 1986. Alright. As a 13-year-old. It was all going and well until my stepfather stole my money. And I lost my job. I had 3 rounds. I had Kendale Road, I had Bristol Road, and I'd have I'd have a bit in Eastover as well, in Bridgewater. And I'd have me rounds, and sometimes I'd pick up another customers. I'd add them to the list because people would be talking, especially in the summer. Oh yeah, we'll have some of those. They'd be in the garden like, oh hiya. I'd pick up new customers on the way. And if I didn't do that, if I didn't do the milk collection money when I was 7 and 8 and 9, then there's no way I could have done that when I was 13. So, although it damaged my education, it gave me a bit of training. Yeah, which is why I ended up as being a regional sales manager on a door-to-door canvassing company. So that's how it's done. And the 400,000 doors are just specifically to that door-to-door canvassing company. So yeah, I've knocked on a damn sight more doors than that. And that's what made me the salesman that I am, or was, doing a 20-hour week and earning a grand. 20 to 30 hour week, £1,000. Boof. No ifs, no buts, no candy or nuts, no excuses, I'd smash it. My best performance is in a 6-hour period. £2,282.15. 2 sales, 6 hours, bang. I said, right, I'm taking the rest of the week off. I give my colleagues a chance to go out and have their appointments. It was the first day of the bloody week as well. But yeah, okay, I'm just going to click back my heels and relax. Because there's this very important line. There's, you know, as a regional sales manager, I was doing it. Well, I mean, not only was I away from home, but I was, you know, if you take that into account, I was doing a 12-hour day. Yeah, I was doing 60 hours a week. But then once I got back, I had to do my paperwork. So, you know, I'd take another hour every evening. And, you know, and then it's like going to the office, driving. Yeah. And then obviously I went on to soul double grazing and, yeah, psycho-cybernetics. Read it. Very interesting book. And feel the fear and do it anyway. Read that. Well, I'm unwell. I'm willing myself to get well. This hasn't helped. But you don't always get what you want in life. But I guarantee you'll always get what you picture in here, in your mind's eye. If you can see a target in here, it will become real. Just like I said about my sting. That lone sting I was on about that was impossible to achieve correctly. You're not capable, you can't do it. You're shit, you are. You can't decoy, you can't even hunt. I wouldn't trust you, you're a lunatic. You can go out there and do that and keep you calm. Didn't I do it? Yes, of course I did it. So to all those people and all those doubters, see that, that's yours, alright? Own it. And that's how I'm going to get you. You don't always get what you want in life. Like the police knocking on my door, the police raiding my house. But my God, I will always get what I picture.